Hey everyone, welcome. So a quick bit of context before we start. I'm very much a kid of the 80s and 90s, and like a lot of people from that era, I've been on a bit of a nostalgia binge lately. I've been replaying old SNES games, and one channel that really pulled me back in was You Can Beat Video Games. Straightforward guides, respectful of your time and focused on actually finishing games. One of those games was Actraiser, and replaying it reminded me just how weird and brilliant that game was. Then I found something I completely missed. There was a remake, Actraiser Renaissance. It's on Switch, but it's also on Steam, which is where I picked it up. I played it, and honestly, I loved it. Now let's be real, this isn't a 10 out of 10 masterpiece that reinvented gaming. The general user score sits around 77% on Metacritic, and it even landed a 4 out of 5 on digitally downloaded. That feels fair. But it's also a game that takes risks, and those risks make it way more interesting than a lot of safer releases. The original Actraiser was special because it mixed genre, in a way almost no one was doing back then. You had platforming and you had city building, and both modes were tied together by a kind of obscure score system. If you did well in the platforming section, more monsters showed up in the sim mode, your population could grow higher, and your region could level up further. It was clunky, but it worked. Actraiser 2, well, we don't really need to talk about Actraiser 2. It dropped the sim part entirely and became a platformer only game, and most people quietly pretend it doesn't exist. Fast forward to now, and modern gaming trends have shown that mixing genre is actually a strength when it's done right. Actraiser Renaissance pushes the idea even further. Now we've got platforming, city simulation, tower defense, and a light RPG quest system. The original score system is gone entirely. The story is expanded from the original, not groundbreaking but still enjoyable, and the structure is much more complex. And that's where things start to go wrong for a lot of players. From what I've seen in YouTube playthrough, comment section and forums, the main pain point is tower defense. A lot of people hit the wall early. Fillmore, Bloodpool, Castandora, they get overwhelmed by a tower defense battle that ramps up way faster than they expected. Tons of enemies. They get wiped, they retry, they get wiped again, and rage quit. In the original game, the sim section were this calm, almost meditative break between platforming stages. In Renaissance, no. There's also confusion about population caps. A lot of players think the game is bugged. It's not, but the game does a terrible job of explaining how population growth actually works. The bigger problem, there's very little good online material on Actraiser Renaissance. Most walkthroughs are short and vague. A lot of playthroughs are unfinished. There's no in-game booklet. Only a couple of confirmed interviews with dev teams. Very little lore, very little deep mechanical explanation. So if you're stuck, well, you're just stuck. And this is why I decided to make this series. This will be an in-depth walkthrough and guide for Actraiser Renaissance, made to be followed alongside your own playthrough. We will cover axe scroll locations, boss strategies, detailed tower defense tactics, quest completion, post-Act 2 cleanup, and fully completing every region to 100%. The goal is not just to finish the game, it's to understand it. Okay, now I won't pretend I have a massive channel, I don't. But if you never played Actraiser Renaissance, I really encourage you to give it a shot, especially on Steam, where it goes on sale often. Play it along with this guide, see what it's really trying to do. And in full transparency, if interest in this series completely falls flat, like my catastrophic playthrough of The Last of Us Part 1, I'll likely start a parallel series on The Legend of Zelda, A Link Between Worlds, which is, let's be honest, a much safer hit. But for now, let's give Actraiser Renaissance the deep dive it never really got. Thanks for watching, and let's get started.